questions. But Paul was always brave enough to go on that radio station or to go on that television and to answer those questions and be put in the deep end. And that in itself shows you how much commitment he has to our party, to the wider movement, and indeed to this constituency. So I hope that between now and the 12th of December, every minute that we can spare, every hour that we can spare, every phone call that we can make, every door that we can chat, every leaflet that we can drop, we do in this constituency to return a first-class Member of Parliament. So we have Paul Sweeney not just as a Member of Parliament for this constituency, but Paul Sweeney as a Minister in the next Labour government. So make sure. One last thing about the choice in this election. We have a politics at the moment, not just in Scotland, the UK, but indeed right around the world. And that is a politics of us versus them, a politics of othering communities, a politics of dividing communities in order to gain political power and indeed financial power as well. We see it in Trump's America, we see it in Boris's Britain, and we actually see it in Nicola Sturgeon's Scotland as well. And the answer to division and disunity is not more division and disunity, it is actually unity and solidarity and the politics of equality and social justice. And there is still only one political party that can deliver that in opposition, but more importantly deliver that in government, and that is the Labour Party. And that's how we're going to elect a Labour government on the 1st of December. Thank you.
Well, just thanks to Gary and Anas for what he just said. I think it really summed up everything that's at stake in this election. I didn't think we went back so quickly to this date. It was 2.5 years ago when Anas came up to Springburn Park when we had our first campaign lunch. And I remember Anas actually phoned me up to tell me I'd been selected by the Scottish Executive Committee as a candidate. And he's like, "Paul, you know what it's like? No chance. But just go out there and do your best, mate, and fly the flag." And I think even at that lunch event at the park that day, it was tipping down the rain, and it was an upbeat occasion. But we thought, if we can go out there and make a dent on that majority of 9,000, we're doing all right. We walk away from it with our heads held high. Little did we think in the space of just 4 weeks we'd actually overcome a 9,000 majority, the biggest swing in the history of British elections. And I think that was in no small part to what Anas just said there about the optimism of our campaigning, and actually what drives the Labour Party resonates so powerfully with a community like this one. It's a community where the very first Labour MPs were elected from, George Hardy, Keir Hardy's brother. This is an area steeped in the history of the Labour movement. The very origins of it are grown out of a community like this one. And I think that's where people wanted to see socialism being delivered. They wanted to see a credible voice advocating for it. They might have seen that in the independence referendum, but I think Labour certainly thrust back through with a really convincing and compelling argument about what we can offer people. And I'll never forget the first day that I was elected as an MP, apart from being absolutely shattered, having been up for about 48 hours at that point, we decided to, like I said, hit the ground running. We had a lot of you guys down in the Alexandra Parade in Denniston at the street stall. And I remember, I think I mentioned this before, about this lady that came up and she was really upset about the fact that her son had died of a brain tumour, but he'd been deemed fit to work by the DWP, and that she'd had to spend the last 6 months of her life personally caring for her son and his partner with her own finances to give him a bit of a dignity in the last months of his life. And she was really upset about the Tories having won, or having certainly come out as the largest party and done a deal with DUP. But she was happy that the Labour MP had come back in the seat. So I think really we need to finish the job for people like that lady. There's people dying out there. There's thousands of people have died as a result of the policies of this government. Let's not sugarcoat it or try and dance around it. Lives are at stake in this election. The very future of our country is at stake in this election. I don't know about you, but the thought of a Tory government for another 5 years is sickening. Genuinely, I don't know if I can tolerate that, So I think we need to be motivated about what's at stake in this election. We need to get out and win Labour MPs across the Central Belt, across Glasgow. We need to get a Labour government, and this is the route to it. The election's going to be decided in the Central Belt of Scotland. This is where the front line is. We've got seats hanging by a hair's breadth majorities. We can turn over them and turn in Labour MPs and get this Labour government, we can hold this seat, hopefully, with a bigger majority. I have to say the conversations we've been having out there have been incredibly positive. Don't be disheartened about getting out there and making the case for Labour. It's incredibly positive. People want to hear what we've got to say. I was intimidated getting out and making those arguments, but genuinely people are buzzing for it. And when you have those conversations, it's incredibly positive. So don't have anything to fear about coming out and helping us. It's fantastic. We're getting really good responses everywhere we've gone. We've already spoken to hundreds of people in the last couple of weeks, and it's been really good. Every canvass we've done has been very positive. We're getting movement in our direction. It feels great. It feels like momentum's behind us and we can win this. So with your support, I think we can do it. We can win this seat. We can bring other Labour MPs back in Glasgow. It's been a lonely existence in the city. As the only MP, they absolutely hate me. Because I can't tell you how much I'm pissed off Alison Dealers. She's done it. It's about 5 points of order about me interfering in her constituency. Going in and talking about the art school, going in and talking about the issues that affect Glaswegians, talking about the Cali railworks closing down. They don't want to hear it, they don't want competition, they want a one-party state. That's the attitude of the nationalists. Quite sinister if you ask me. They're not in it for the right reasons. They're in it for identity politics. They're in it for very divisive purposes. We need to think about the things that unite our communities. Class politics is always going to be at the heart of what we're about fighting for the people who are exploited by the owners and exploiters of capital. We need to do that. That's what our purpose in life is. It's about achieving that justice for people like the Cali workers, like the lady that had her son have to suffer that indignity in his line of once a life. That's the sort of thing that we need to be doing. The Nationalists don't have an answer to. All they have an answer to is drawing a line between Berwick and Gretna. It's not good enough. It's not a solution, and we need to fight for all working class people in this country, and that's achievable through a Labour government. Liverpudlians, Glaswegians, Mancunians, Geordies, we're all one working class family, and we need to fight back against the forces of Toryism. That's what it's about, and I hope in this election that message will win the day. So thanks a lot for your support. Certainly thanks to Holly and Ian and everybody else who got involved, Pauline and others who have been helping put this room together and get everything match fit. Bob, others have been involved, and we've got a fantastic spread on today. So have a great time, have some food, have a chat, and in a wee while we'll go out and some
I'll just say what happens next. I mean, once we've eaten all the food, the idea is to go out, if people are prepared to do it, is to go out and canvass in Balornick, in the north of the city. It's a good strong area for Labour. We've got contact rate already through historic canvassing and hard work from Paul and people since he's elected, over 45%. So we know a lot of what the voters think, so we're in a strong position. So again, if you've never canvassed before and you don't fancy doing that, that's no problem. People can also take leaflets away with them and leaflet their own area. We're also planning to have this week some training on canvassing, because it can be an intimidating process. And again, if it's your first time and you're prepared to do it, you can be sort of married up with somebody else who's more experienced, and they can take you through the routine. So once we've eaten up, that's the plan. If you want to take some leaflets away with you, just let us know where you're going to leaflet, so we're not going to do the same area twice. And let's just, I suppose, work hard over the next 4 weeks. Give whatever time you can. We all have lives apart from politics. I do recognise that. Campaign rooms are open basically 9 till 5. There's also going to be phone banking in here, and again, there'll be training on the phone banking if anyone wants to do the phone banking. It is a difficult campaign because of the weather. We even have purchased torches for people to wear on their heads in the darkness. So we're as prepared and ready as we can. And if you haven't got a poster already, please take that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So comrades, get your leaflets, get your Vote Labour stickers, go back to your streets and wards, and prepare for
Let's get some cake.
Oh yeah, somebody wants to down for a good
Sorry, can we get a
group photograph?
Now hopefully a few.
Let's do that. fingers crossed. We've got to be positive. We've got to go out there and campaign. Awesome. There we go.